On October 21st of 1978, a 20-year-old pilot named Frederick Valentich rented a single-engine Cessna and filed a nighttime flight plan from Moorabbin, Australia to King Island. It was more or less routine, 125 nautical miles with a flight path over the Bass Strait. Despite his young age, Frederick had ambitions to be a commercial pilot. He held a rating needed to fly at night, but was still early in his training, having only logged 150 flight hours. He took off from Moorabbin at 6:19 p.m., and by all accounts, flight conditions were good, with excellent visibility and light winds. At 7 p.m., he radioed to Melbourne that he had just flown over Cape Otway, which confirmed he was on his correct flight path. But 6 minutes later, he radioed Melbourne again, this time to report something very strange in the night sky.
This is Delta Sierra Juliet. Is there any known traffic below 5,000 feet? No known traffic. Seems to be a large aircraft below 5,000 feet. What type of aircraft is it? I cannot confirm. It's four bright, seems to be like landing lights. The aircraft has just passed over me at least 1,000 feet above. Is there any Air Force aircraft in the vicinity? No known aircraft in the vicinity. Seems to be playing some sort of game. He's flying over me. Delta Sierra Juliet, it's not an aircraft, it's... Can you describe the aircraft? As it's flying past, it's a wrong shape. Cannot identify it, it has such speed. It's before me right now, Melbourne. How large would the object be? Seems like it's stationary. What it's doing right now is orbiting. The thing is just orbiting on top of me. It's also got a green light and a sort of metallic light. It's shiny on the outside. It's just vanished. That strange aircraft hovering on top of me again. It's hovering and it's not an aircraft.
Pilot, do you copy? Tower to aircraft, please confirm radio check.
When Frederick's plane didn't arrive as planned on King Island, an alert was declared, and an intensive air and sea search was conducted before it ultimately concluded on October 25th, with no trace of Frederick or the Cessna found. The media picked up on the story, immediately reporting it as a UFO mystery, quoting lines from Frederick's last radio transmission. Official correspondence and later safety analysis described the conditions as excellent for night flying. No turbulence, excellent visibility, all confirmed by Frederick's own radio report of seeing the Cape Otway lighthouse from the air. With no answers, speculation and theories went wild in an attempt to explain what may have happened to Frederick that night. Experienced pilots came forward, saying that even on clear night conditions over water, a pilot can lose a reliable horizon and become spatially disoriented, especially if they are fixated on something outside the cockpit. And it's clear, by the radio transcript, that Frederick was fixated on something in the night sky. That could cause confused horizon cues. If he performed a tightening descending turn, he may not have felt it as a dive. Rising G-forces and workload and engine behavior changing under stress, and fuel flow dynamics. All of this makes for a scenario that can create the illusion that a light or object is circling, because the aircraft itself is turning. Frederick did report that his airplane was coughing or idling rough, and that could be many things: fuel mixture, carb icing, vapor lock, partial power loss, and a single-engine aircraft over cold water at night doesn't need much trouble to become unrecoverable. So then the question is, if Frederick crashed, why was nothing found? Bass Strait is not gentle. It doesn't preserve tidy wreckage fields. It disperses and swallows. Years later, an engine cowl flap consistent with that of a Cessna 182 was reportedly found washed ashore on Flinders Island, which is 190 nautical miles east of King Island The part was considered similar to those found on a certain serial range of Cessna airplanes, which included that of the plane Frederick was flying. But that's not a smoking gun. But it is a reminder that this story may be less about an alien kidnapping or someone who vanished into nothing, and more about someone who was lost where nothing comes back. Regardless, there are two competing truths debated here. One, a young pilot vanishes after describing something extraordinary, and two, the ocean is very good at making ordinary tragedies look supernatural. Years after Frederick vanished, a memorial was placed on Cape Otway in remembrance of him and commemorating his disappearance. It was commissioned by his family and revealed by Steve Roby, the Melbourne air traffic controller who last spoke to Frederick on that fateful night. The first line on the memorial reads, "The unknown." And until we know anything for certain, we'll have to leave it to you to decide what happened to Frederick Valentich that night.